Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's topic is why are some Christian men still single? So here's the scenario. When you first met Clifford, let's call him Cliffy, you were surprised to learn that he is still single and he's never been married. Now Cliffy is not the most handsome guy on the face of the planet, but he is decent looking. He has a stable job. He's of marriageable age. Most of his friends are married, and yet Cliffy has remained single. Now Christian women often complain that there are not enough single eligible bachelors in the church. Yet among us there are a sprinkling of men who have remained single, and we wonder why, when there are so many eligible Christian women from which to choose. Now this is not an exhaustive list, let me tell you, but I have a few possible reasons why some Christian men are still single. I'm Kimberly Garth from Petals Bloom, and I provide practical relationship advice for single Christian women. So here are some possible reasons why he is still single. 1. His fear of rejection. Let me be honest with you. We women can be very brutal when it comes to rejecting a man in whom we're not interested. I have been guilty in the past. In our current times, our prevailing culture is one of disrespect and hostility toward men. So we think men are strong and masculine and they have tough hearts so that they can handle our harsh words. But men have hearts too. They also hurt. So after repeated brutal rejection from women, some men just get weary and they decide that they're not going to pursue a woman unless he's absolutely certain the woman is interested in him. So that is why the Cliffy that you might know is still single. 2. He has a broken heart. If this guy has had a devastating breakup in the past, he just might decide to remain single for the rest of the days of his life. It will probably take an act of God or some very special woman to make him change his mind. If you meet a broken-hearted man, the best thing you can do is to pray for him that God will heal his heart and restore him. 3. He's awkward with women. And under this category, I will put men who are insecure and just lack confidence. And generally, women are not interested in men who lack confidence. So that's a tip for all the men watching this video. So this is the type of guy who has difficulty expressing his interest in a woman. When he wants to express his feelings, he gets tongue-tied and anxious, and he just doesn't know what to say. This guy can actually miss the boat and lose out on the opportunity of being with an amazing woman because he just failed to act. 4. His focus right now is on his career and not on marriage. This guy is busy with his ambitious pursuits, and he understands that a relationship with a woman will take time, and that is not his priority at this season of his life. If you're getting value from this video, I invite you to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell if you want to be notified of my upcoming videos. Next point. 5. His sexual needs are being met. Let me be real with you. Sex is important for most men. If a godly man wants to meet his sexual needs in a God-honoring way, he probably will get married. 1 Corinthians 7:8-9 says, "Now to the unmarried and the widows I say, it is good for them to stay unmarried, as I am. But if they cannot control themselves, they should marry, for it is better to marry than to burn with passion." Therefore, if his sexual needs are being met while he's single, then there will be no urgency to get married. 6. He believes he's an eunuch. Believe it or not, there are men, Christian men, who identify themselves as eunuchs. So you might be thinking, with so few Christian men and so many single Christian women, why would a Christian man decide to become a eunuch? Listen to what Jesus said. For some are eunuchs because they were born that way, others were made that way by men, and others have renounced marriage because of the kingdom of heaven. The one who can accept this should accept it. This is in Matthew chapter 19, verse 12. So there are three types of eunuchs. A person who has been born a eunuch. This is a guy who might have physical disabilities, he has no desire to marry, and he has no sexual desires. 2. A eunuch made by men. Perhaps this guy has been castrated. 3. A eunuch by personal choice. This guy has decided to forego marriage because he wants to focus on the kingdom of God. Therefore, being a eunuch is a legitimate reason for a man to remain single. Now, personally, I do not know of any eunuchs. Well, no one has told me that he's a eunuch, so I don't know if I know any. 7. He's searching for the perfect woman. This man is living in a dream world. Intellectually, he knows that there is no perfect woman, but yet he's trying to find one. This idealist, Cliffy, will remain single because he will be constantly disappointed with every single woman he meets. So ladies, there are lots of other reasons why a man may remain single, and I invite you to comment and let me know what are some of the reasons you think a Christian man might be single, although he's of marriageable age and you think that nothing is hindering from being married. When I was single, I often wondered what Christian men are looking for in a woman. So I have created a checklist for you. It's called the Irresistible Godly Woman Checklist, and you can access it in the description box. It is free. If you want to read this entire article, I've also placed the link in the description. If you found this video beneficial, you might want to check out my other videos, Should You Pursue a Man? And Why Am I Still Single? See you next time for more practical advice on relationships. Bye!